Hey everybody, it's Alex with Avalite today. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. We're not going to be reviewing any gym equipment. We're actually going to be doing a DIY project, something that I learned recently, and it's really helped me out, and it's helped me out organize, clean the clutter. Let me go ahead and show you. It's going to be this one. We're going to learn how to do this with just anything that you can pick up at Home Depot under $20. You know, it's going to be on 1-inch holes. If you have 2-inch holes, there is alternatives, but on this video, I'm going to show you how to do it with 1-inch holes. So I'm excited to show you guys because it's really helped me out. It's really helped me clean up the clutter, be more minimalistic, if you would say. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, so let's run through the hardware that you're gonna need. First of all, you're gonna need some bolts, lock washers, and washers. 3/4 of an inch. These 12 pack comes at Home Depot. It's not that pricey, and then you're also gonna need 12-inch zinc threaded rod, 3/4 of an inch as well. You're gonna need 2 of these for either side. And you're going to need those two. You're also going to need this hose that I picked up at Ace Hardware instead of Home Depot. They didn't have it at the time at Home Depot, but you're going to need this hose as well. Make sure that you do get the 3/4 inch inside diameter hose and outside diameter hose. So that's very important. They sell it at a foot each. So I got 3 feet just to play it safe on this project. But yeah, you can get more of that if you want. If you're gonna add more to your project. But yeah, make sure it's 3/4 inch inside and 1 inch outside. And something that you're also going to use is a measuring tape. The measuring tape is more of a preference. It's how you want to set your rod up. The way I set it up is I did 8 inches on one side. You'll see right now 8 inches on one side and 4 inches on the other. That really helps me out for when I bench, when I do flies. That way it's not hitting me or it's not bothering me. But it's preference is how you want to set this one up. If you're going to go heavy weights, I would say just make it equal on both sides so it doesn't tip over, but it does hold up a good amount. So you see I'm measuring 8 inches on one side. And I also chose the top hole because it doesn't bother me as much when I'm doing bench or when I'm doing flies. It's further away from everything. All right, so next that you want to put your washer, then your lock washer, and then your bolt. Make sure you get it on the right side to tighten it as well. So you want to put that up. Only put one side. The reason I tell you it's only to put one side is so that you can measure the other side and adjust it accordingly. As you'll see right now, I didn't get 8 inches right away, so I had to give it a little bit of slack. We measure, and everything's set, and then you put the other side on. So remember, put your washer, your lock washer, and then your bolts sequentially like that, and then just go ahead and tighten it with your hand. It's a lot faster if you do this. I don't really work this fast. I just sped it up. So if you guys are wondering that, but yeah, go ahead and tighten it as much as you can with your hands, and then that way you can go ahead and get your adjustable wrench next. So I realized I didn't have a big enough wrench, so I had to go borrow one. I got this one that's a 10-inch adjustable wrench. If you do have one, that's great. If you don't, ask a friend or a family member to let you borrow one. But all you need to do is tighten these bolts. You don't really need 2 of them because you can just hold it on the other side. Don't tighten too much because then you'll start making a dent into the frame, and I think it starts messing up with the whole stability of it. So just go ahead and tighten whatever the lock washer gives you to tighten. You'll notice because then it gets flat, but that's about it. What you need to do, once you have it tight, then you can start putting the hose in. This one was kind of hard because I didn't expect it to be very hard to put in, but you kind of have to just go back and forth. It takes a little bit, it takes a little bit of strength as well. But my hands do get sweaty, so I was slipping all over. But do go ahead and just play with it back and forth, and then that's how you'll be able to get it in. If you ask for if someone can help you out, that'd be great, because it's not so easy to get that in. But once you manage to get it most of the way in, it just takes a couple final pushes to get it all the way in, and then you can go ahead and cut it. I used these cutters. It was pretty much a bad idea because when I cut it, I realized that there was still a little bit of the hose left. So you don't need any of these cutters. All you need is a good blade. Every household has one. So just go ahead and get your blade, and then just guide yourself with the piece of metal that there is there, so that you can go ahead and make sure it is as flush as possible. And then once you have it completely off, I would recommend you go ahead and try it on. Try it on a plate. It makes you feel pretty good about it. Then just go ahead and move on to the other side. The other side is so much easier, just because it's a lot shorter, and that really helped out when it came to distributing the size of the rod. So once you have it completely flush, and I say flush because it really helps you out when you're taking off the weight and putting it back on. It's not interfering. It's nice and tight in there. So once you have it in there, go ahead and move on to the next side. And this is the finished product. You can see I have a pretty decent amount of weight on there, and it holds up pretty good. And the bench system doesn't tilt over, so feel safe in putting a decent amount of weight on there. And just to show you guys how strong it is, I actually decided to do some dips on there. It's not meant for dips, but I decided to do some dips just to show you how much it can hold. I weigh 180 pounds, so distribute that into two. And it shows you how strong these things are and how durable they are as well. So this is how cluttered my gym was before, and then this is how it is after. And if you guys really like this video and actually found it useful, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and thank you so much for watching.